Alright, June update. Let's walk and talk here. Last update was in March. I had my seedlings and I just bought this water sprayer, which is useless because the seedlings have to be watered from the trays. And so, note to self, don't use the trays with holes in them. They need to keep water in the bottom of the trays. There was a disease this year, verticillium wilt, that affected some black-eyed Susans, which comes from the soil. So that was one drawback to using the kind of potting material, but not enough to that I'm going to go out and buy commercial potting material at all. Just gotta keep an eye open for it and get rid of the plants, any plants that have it. It's not infectious from plant to plant. It comes from the soil, so if the plant has it, just throw it out and deal with it. Did have a monarch today, which is wonderful. The farmer's market worked out great. I did about 4 days in the farmer's market. Between online people that came to my house from my website and the farmer's market, sold pretty much almost like a lot of plants, maybe 600-700. So those plants are now in the ground benefiting things and people, and this is all I have left right now. And I met some people that a guy in Smart Streets or something, or Open Streets, New York Open Streets. He wants me to do some pro bono tree pit planting, so that's where some of these will go. Also have a lot of tree pits around my house that need plants, and of course still have plants for sale. Big takeaway for next year is I'm gonna time when I sow the seeds so that 1st of May everything will be roughly the same size and saleable in smaller pots than these. These are not the greatest. The smaller you can sell the plants, the better. And the prices can be cheaper. Speaking of which, I met Wild Ones New York chapter. And next year I'll probably be wholesaling them, flats of 40 or 48. And I mean, these are wholesale prices anyways, but I can always bring my prices down, and that's always the goal, is to bring the prices down. Speaking of which, so I grossed about $1,700 this year. I paid sales tax on it because that's important, because the farmer's market, I'm pretty sure, is subsidized from the government, so it's nice to pay your taxes. And that's about it. Oh yeah, I want to say this is a great project for a teen or a fixed income person, which I will be in the coming years. So $1,700 isn't enough to pay your rent, but it's enough to give you walking around money. And you have to go to the ATM less often. And of course there were some expenses, so like I had to buy these trays this year, and I'm going to buy more because I'm going to grow more next year. So there are expenses, but then it's still worthwhile, and it's fun. And your plants will eventually, they'll start talking and communicating to you. So that's always nice. And the customers communicate too. It's nice to have that social interaction. Right, that's it.